Imagine you're sitting in your living room, staring at that black box under your TV. You've probably seen the commercials. You've heard the hype. But here is the truth that Apple doesn't put in the fine print. Most people are using their Apple TV 4K completely wrong. In fact, if you're just using it to open Netflix and hit play, you are essentially driving a Ferrari in a school zone. You are leaving about 70% of the device's actual power on the table. Today, we aren't just doing a review. We are going down the rabbit hole. We are going to uncover why this piece of silicon and glass is the most controversial, overpowered, and misunderstood device in the history of home entertainment. By the time we're done, you're going to look at your television screen in a completely different way. Welcome to my channel Tech Launch. Subscribe my channel and click on the bell icon for the new tech updates. Let's start with the question that keeps people up at night when they're staring at their Amazon cart. Why on earth would anyone pay nearly $200 for a streaming box when you can buy a stick for $25 at a gas station? It seems like a scam, right? On paper, they do the same thing. They both have apps. They both have a remote. They both plug into HDMI. But here is where the rabbit hole begins. The difference between a cheap streaming stick and an Apple TV 4K isn't just speed. It's the difference between a bicycle and a jet engine. Inside that sleek, fanless thermal design sits the A15 Bionic chip. Think about that for a second. That is the same brain that powered the iPhone 13 Pro. It is a processor designed to handle intensive gaming, computational photography, and complex multitasking, now repurposed just to show you a movie. It is arguably the most overpowered piece of consumer tech ever made. But why? Why does a Netflix player need enough power to launch a satellite? The answer lies in the Apple Silk experience. Have you ever noticed how on your smart TV built-in apps, the menu stutters? You press a button, and there's that microsecond of lag. It's subtle, but it's there. It's like a tiny pebble in your shoe. Over time, it grinds you down. The Apple TV 4K removes the pebble. It operates at a consistent, locked 60 frames per second. The interface doesn't just load, it flows. This isn't just about being fancy. It's about psychological friction. When the interface is this fluid, your brain stops thinking about the technology and starts focusing on the content. But let's talk about the dirty little secret of the streaming world, bitrate. This is where the Apple TV 4K earns its lunch money. Most people think 4K is 4K. They see the little badge on the screen and think they're getting the best picture possible. They're wrong. 4K is just a resolution. It's the bitrate that determines the quality. It's the difference between a blurred oil painting and a crisp photograph. Because of the A15's massive overhead, the Apple TV 4K handles high bitrate streams better than almost any built-in TV app or cheap dongle. It decodes video with a level of precision that preserves shadow detail and prevents color banding in dark scenes. If you've ever watched a dark scene in a movie and saw those ugly, blocky squares in the shadows, that's your hardware failing you. The Apple TV 4K is designed to kill those blocks. And then there is the color calibration. This is a feature most people ignore, but it will change your life. You take your iPhone, you point